Okay, hey guys, I just O2'd the last draft I did, the 8th one, so I have a lot more time left because I wasn't planning on O2ing a draft. But can't always predict what's going to happen, so I've got some time to kill, so let's go ahead and just do another draft. This pack's pretty garbage, not gonna lie. The best card for me is probably either Tremisaur or Nexus Tactician. Neither one's particularly good. But I do want to be an Otera because that's the best faction. So we'll go ahead and just take the Tremor Follow it up with I guess I'm definitely not going Umbreak. And these cards are all bad, except for the Gloomberg, which is fine. So I guess I'll go Dejin with Gloomberg, which. And pick up a Grave Pact, because I always want one Grave Pact, especially if I'm an Otera. Because you get so many tokens and such that it's really, really good to pick up. And the next best card is probably Sharklaw Crusher, but it's just a pump spell. There's going to be a lot of them. Oh, Savage Oath is fine, but I actually probably want to pick up Savage Oath and Tremor Sword. There'll be a lot of opportunities to pick up Navrali Symbiote, but not. Hopefully, I don't get to see too many Savage Oaths because I never really want more than one of those cards in my deck. But it is definitely really good with Tremor Sword. The best card in this pack is, without a doubt, Zithian Rotfiend. But Sigmund Fraud is a heroic, so I'm just going to take that. Then we have I guess Deathseeker? Either Deathseeker or Deepmoss Raptor. Both fulfill a really good premise with Grave Pact, but Deathseeker works really well with Spring Dryad and Harbinger, which I really, really hope to pick up because they're definitely the best in Dejin, as we saw from, well, as I saw. If y'all watched the last video with my round 2 in the draft number 8, I got absolutely crushed by this guy who had 4 Spring Dryads and a Harbinger of Spring, maybe even 5 Spring Dryads. It was absolutely nuts. And he had that Necroamoeba, he was just going off. And I didn't stand a chance. So I think that Seeker is by far the better pick over the Deepmoss Raptor. And then Etherwolves. I think Etherwolves and Deep Branch probably are the best cards in this pack. I don't like going Hive Empress raid with Dejin, because you don't usually get to stick that many creatures in play. Or if you do, it's good if you do, but since I don't have any Grove Matriarchs right now, I don't want to take the raid card. Because the only way to get it in Dejin is with the Grove Matriarch and the Scatterspore Tillers and the creature producers. You can't really get it by attacking with haste creatures, like the Warhound Cursor, I believe is called, that gives you a free dog. But I'm just going to take the other wolves and then follow up with an Abyssal Brute, one of the better cards in the format. Especially hard to deal with if you have multiples of them. I think I'll take Fellstrider. Works a lot with the the typical Dejin stuff. And Hunting Pack's a lot better than Zithian Host, I'm pretty sure. Just because it has the potential to block more than one lane. Scourge Knights versus Grove Matriarch. The Vigorous Gruskin Grovekeeper we can dismiss immediately for being too synergistic and not good enough on their own. Whereas Cavern Serpent and Torgrim are kind of on the small side. So it's Scourge Knights, Torgrim Ender, and Grove Matriarch are the best cards in this pack. If we dismiss Torgrim Ender because he only works with your other cards, and we need good standalone cards right now. We don't have any right now. All we have is maybe Tremor Sword if your opponent's attacking me already. So I've got the Scourge Knights, the Mender, and the Grove Matriarch. We can narrow that down to the Scourge Knights and the Grove Matriarch. I have two things that makes tokens in random spots, so I can't even plan for Scourge Knights that well. So I think I'd rather have the Grove Matriarch. And then follow it up with the easy Sting Invocation pick, and it's a heroic, super nice. And I guess I can take Blightwalker here. It's another removal spell, which is going to be pretty nice. Looks like I'm settling into more of a control with my Blightwalker tokens plus Grave Pact and Witch. So probably want to take another Witch here, and if I see any more, Scattered Seeds is way better than Strike the Numbers. This card's just way too situational. Whereas at least with Scatter the Seeds, you can get blockers. And I think I take the Tiller here. I don't think I want another Blightwalker. And Tiller's a really solid creature that makes tokens, so I think it's the pickup here. Easily Rotfiend, huge creature, kills everything, and it attacks for a lot of damage too if they don't block it. Dendrify is a decent creature. Actually, Herd Mother might be good in my deck. I've got a lot of tokens, like a lot. A Scatterspore Tiller, not counting Scatter the Seeds because it's awful, Sting Invocation, Grove Matriarch, Fellstrider, Etherwolves, Deathseeker. I actually have a lot of things that make tokens, so Herd Mother might be. I'm gonna try Herd Mother. I think Dendrify is the safest pick maybe even the best pick. But Herd Mother is, I think, high enough upside that I want to try it. And then another Great Pact, because I have a billion tokens. Infernal Visage and Raleigh Symbiote. I don't have that many good standalone level 1 creatures right now, so I kind of want to pick up the Symbiote, but there are a lot of... I have 2 Glimmer Witches, we're already 5/5, so I think I'll just take the Visage. And then we'll try another Herd Mother, because they're really good if you guarantee to draw them. And the other card in this pack is like Deep Branch Prowler. That's the next best card. Okay, so Harbinger of Spring is easily the best pick here. I've got a billion cards and like tokens already, so it's a no-brainer. I'm going to take the Grove Matriarch over the Infernal Visage. I think this pick's really, really, really close. But the fact that I have an Infernal Visage, or sorry, a Harbinger of Spring and 2 Herd Mothers, and I already have an Infernal Visage, means that this pick is easily Grove Matriarch in my mind. And then I could take Group Meal, which counteracts opposing Stinging Invocations, and is really good because I'm actually filling the board up at a pretty quick rate here. I think it has much higher upside than Deep Moss Raptor. And Cold of the Week is okay, but I already have 2 Glimmer for Witches, and most of the stuff that I think I'd want to kill are going to be within that power range. So maybe I just play the Hive Empress and go for the poison. I think I want to do that. Gonna take the Heroic here. It's not even that bad of a card. It's a 7/4, which is pretty good. And then I'll take Scavenger Scorpion because it's a 6/6 rank 1. It's a decent underdrop, not nowhere near as good as Zithian Rockfiend, which is phenomenal. And it's really good with my Great Pacts. And then I'll take Dryad Spoon's pretty good in my deck. I think that's probably going to be the pick. I can put it on a lot of different cards that come into play fresh, and then I have a lot of creatures that are dying, so it's going to be pretty solid. I'll take Torgrim Bender for the extra health pump, and that's the deck. I think it came together pretty well. I wasn't really planning to go so token heavy, but they kept coming to me, so... I don't have any Spring Dryads, which is kind of disappointing, but I do have a lot of cards to use the tokens, which I was picking up because I didn't have Spring Dryads yet. Like, I've got the Grave Pacts, the Sigmund Fraud even, and the, whatchamacallit? Group Meal, and the Dryad Spin, which came really late. Those are all super nice cards to do with tokens, even if I don't draw the Herd Mothers to pump them up, or to pump with Raid. So I like this deck. I feel a lot better about it than the last deck, though the last deck was not bad by any means. Hopefully we won't go OT this time. But I'll see y'all for round 1.